Hello, everyone. How are you all doing on this Thursday afternoon? Hope all is well. Welcome to the Pathologic. Hi, yeah, can I help you? Do you want up? Somebody wanted to reach up and poke me in the back. Hi, say hi. I'm live, you can't do this. The executive producer is here. But yeah, we're going back to Pathologic. Oh, do you? There it is. Hey, buddy. Yeah, these are from Annie Dan. Yeah. Oh. Hit me in the face with his tail. Yeah, bud. Oh, you knocked all my books over, you dick. Come here. Where'd you fucking go? Hey. Whoop. Madness. I should mirror my camera, because I always do this fucking backwards. Oh yeah. There he is. Feasting. Okay, last time let's move to game cam. Last time we did a lot of shit, honestly. We started with the diagnosis of the fuck off spam caller. Get out of here. We started with the diagnosis. We got that lady sorted out. We were done with diagnoses for everything, it would seem. Like, we're just done with that. We have other things going on. We then are trying to track down and figure out what's going on with Maria Cana and her potential assassination attempt against Karminski by way of mirror? ? We don't know all the details to that one yet. But most importantly of all, our quantum bestie, Ava Yan, killed herself and did so in every time span. And we ended up figuring out how to get to where we needed to go and theoretically bring her back. But we need to go to the Stillwater and confirm that. So let's see. And then we'll go talk to Georgie about what feels largely insignificant. By comparison's sake. Hello. Ava. Daniel's... No. Oh.
Words are boring. All that is interesting is written between the lines.
She reset! Hello? You're staring at me. Do we know each other? Ava? Ave Ava. I think I've heard that greeting somewhere. Not sure where. You don't remember me. It's chilly here, isn't it? Quite nippy. As if this house is made of cracks and there's a draft coming from every door. Brr. But I found you alive in the still water. Ava, I saw you in the shadow, alive. He was alive, I felt it. But what does it mean to see someone? If a person is a cloud of probabilities, then a fixed gaze inevitably collapses it into one solid state, stripping away all that is ethereal and making it manifest. Therefore, the observer is undoubtedly evil, and his gaze is his dagger. I read that somewhere. Did I see you wrong? I was trying to fulfill your request. I, for one, would have never believed that a person could fall from the cathedral and soar, or that one could be alive and dead at the same time. I think Simon is your charlatan. You're the Ava seen by a skeptic. You think everything in this world obeys your gaze? The Canes invited me here to look after the Stillwater, but this place is so prickly. I'm not moving in. In fact, I should just leave this town. Go somewhere that smells of fleur d'orange. Wait, what happened at the cathedral today? I don't know. Probably nothing at all. Just the usual foolish rumors. An educated man such as yourself shouldn't pay so much attention to gossip. To Neil, right? It's as if you're creating your own past with every second solidifying before my eyes. Give me a moment. Something is going wrong. If I leave this day now, then Ava will be lost of her past forever. Poor Ava Yan. She was just an ordinary girl, perhaps a bit more open than others. The town was forever buzzing with gossip about who she'd shared a bed with on any given day. But Ava simply didn't understand the need for these ridiculous barriers between people. Ava is wonderful. I don't see any reason to pity her. And then she was condemned to the role of a genius loci, the spirit of objects, a canary locked in the still water to be its focal point. And she acquiesced because she saw no barrier between herself and material objects either. Do you understand? It has crossed my mind that Ava is like a slave to the still water. I've been tending to the machinery of the cathedral for a long time, and I know how it all works. That's why I allowed myself to intervene. Have you heard the expression, beauty is in the eye of the beholder? Right now, you are the beholder. Beauty is, and you're more of a Pygmalion than a resuscitationist. You, let us say you choose the angle at which the world looks at Ava Yan. I don't want to create an Ava for myself. Let her be the person she wants. That is tragic. She can no longer choose for herself. When a patient is unconscious, the doctor doesn't ask them whether to amputate their leg or leave it and risk gangrene. He makes the call. And you will have to do the same. This Ava looks miserable. Because she's free. Freedom is a loathsome state, lonely and meaningless. Do you think I chose to serve the cathedral for no reason? But this Ava, is she happy or not? Free people are never happy. She followed in Simon's footsteps in her own way. This is her choice. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. See her as the Ava you knew, and that's who she will be. But maybe this version of Ava has the right to exist too. If you wish to see Ava as she used to be, you may do so today. Approach her and take a good look at her. But if you set the cathedral's machinery in motion and turn your gaze to another day, she will remain as she is now. Forever. No past. No warmth. No shackles. A simple choice, this one. There's no two ways about this. A simple choice? I'm supposed to tell what's better for her without asking her? I already know she doesn't apply to standard rewind physics. She's outside of the amalgam ecosystem.
Pinewood house, a knife of brass, a friend in words. These are all glass.
If I leave now, I'll forget her. Let her go. But if I see her, I'll bear responsibility to the end. This choice cannot be changed. So just... I'm gonna do it.
Oh, Yulia is very intelligent. Shame that it's a tragic kind of intelligence.
See? I've been here all along. It's just that you refuse to see me. You who have died so many times and stayed alive. Is this what you wanted? Well, of course. How can you still doubt it? A minute ago you were completely different. Cold and free of the still water. What if that Ava was the real one? I don't like deciding your personality for you. Why? You're your own person and not some toy for me to play with. But what if I don't mind being your toy? If I have to choose between you and a god who doesn't hear us? You and a cold, contrived universe? You and even Simon? Then I choose to be yours. You're honest and restless. Those are good qualities. Please don't talk like that. I need partners I can have conversations with, not servants. I want to connect with something greater and more interesting than myself. I'm quite a simpleton, really. You quote great thinkers and philosophers. I don't know a single one. Which year, which wars began, who invented the printing press? And also, I wanted you to believe in me. I believe in you, you foolish girl. I do, no matter who you are. For a moment there up on the cathedral roof, I considered the possibility that death might actually exist. And as I stood there, it was like some gray fog cloaked me. But you believed in me. You saw me even though I wasn't easy to find in that twilight. I wanted to show you that death doesn't exist, but in the end you were the one who showed me. And for that, I will always sit on your left-hand side, whatever you do. Why the left? I don't know. I just feel like the right hand is used to give orders, and I can't help with that, but the left leads to the heart. Will you come back to the capital with me? Well, I suppose I could, if you really want it. But that wouldn't be right, in my opinion. I feel like the capital will turn me into the most ordinary person, and you'll stop liking me. And the Stillwater will feel lonely. You would have liked it in the capital. It's big, beautiful, and interesting. Everything you're drawn to.
Last night I saw a violet star.
Ava
I'd
never
never
died.
seen one before.
She was always with me. This is a true miracle. Why can't I reset that? Why can I reset that? Interesting. Interesting. Ah, that's fascinating. I think I might try to break that link just to see what happens. I want to talk to Georgie first. That's the last thing we have to do today. I brought Ava back, but she seems to be both bound and not to the still. She is bound to the Stillwater one way or another. But she seems to be capable of leaving, or at least she thinks so.
Optics, vision. Their answer is in mirrors.
But yeah, it's the same Ava instead of the callous but free Ava.
A touch is an attentive look, or a keen word. One can touch with their hands too, but that is a hard skill to learn.
Good day, Bachelor. Do you believe yourself ready for today's lesson? Probably. I do not. You did not, after all, visit the focus on the 9th day. On the day when the soul takes leave of the world. I did. That is not how it reads. I shall speak plainly. The particulars of Simon's intent are unknown for me. Yet I know this. Had you truly entered the focus, you would now look upon me with different eyes. So this was, I couldn't put the stupid block back that I have. Consider, Bachelor, what you have let. That's so frustrating. Fine, we go back to the 9th day. Ah, man. Oh, I'm gonna need to find mirrors here. Yeah, because I was talking to Ominous Neon about this after the fact, and, like, I noticed that the wood block belonged there, but neither he nor I saw the fucking, interact button to be able to put it there. So we go back. And we see if we can do it again. I hate this door, man. I hate this door. A glitch? Surely not. Yeah, it might be. Is it 2 and 9? Because you need to... No. Because you need to visit this on day 2 and 9. Is that why 2 o'clock and 9 o'clock? Two doesn't work? Seriously? Is 2:30? Simon, I'm gonna burn your study down. I should be able to Bethesda game style wait wherever I want. $9 on day 2 and 9 o'clock on day 9. Not at all, obviously. This puzzle is dumb. Bro, open the door. Stop having it be closed. Three, 2, 1. It's locked. I fucking hate you, Simon. Fine. We go sleep till 9.
As if things are animated.
Okay, so 9 o'clock is 2100, so we sleep till just before 2100. Day 9, in which the Bachelor takes a 9-hour nap. Or me trying to keep from dying by taking 2 hours. Daniil just sleeps 9 hours for fun. Yeah, I mean, that seems so on brand, though. Hey, game? Is it? Oh. I had to look at it in detective vision first. Fuck me, dude. Puzzle. Objective test of fascinating death. Which side? Look from the corner, it's a moth. Something's missing. I have the piece of wood from Isidor's house with me. I should try to attach it.
My dear friend, our deed shall be accomplished 9 days from now. For the town to ascend, it needs to be administered a vaccine of death. For too long has it been lingering upon the threshold of breakthrough, lacking the courage to make the step. You taught me that the step gives birth to the sand plague. death distilled. But then 5 years ago, you helped the town escape it. Yet they must look it in the eye, and when we bring the plague to them in our very bodies, they won't be able to turn away anymore. Then the weaker vessels shall perish, and the stronger shall transcend, and at last we shall behold the town of wonders. You know, my friend, what this means for us. Do not argue. The hour has come. Bid farewell to your students. Write to your son. For children to ascend, their parents must release them from their guardianship and depart in due time.
Imago. Seems Simon and Isidore brought the plague to the town. Did the puzzle box open? Was that what was in there? Once I put the moth part in? Oh, it was the microscope. An instrument for... No. No, that's my microscope. I must have just done it. Oop. Day 1 is now available. Now I can tell more about the past. From the beginning. Okay. Now the inspector is interested in my first day in town. Well, that's unfortunate. Because I have no amalgam. What? Alright, whatever. It may be time to drink the milk. I may not have a fucking choice. I don't even know if there are any mirrors left in the goddamn town at this point. I feel like I've scoured day 9. Because it's not till day 10 that Maria's stockpile is at the Cape. I do have another solution. Anyone on the ground? Looking for dying people. Oop.
You're too high strung.
Oh, no, I'm just out of ammo. Fuck. Good. That's what I'm trying to. That's what I was trying to find, Annie Danny. Oh, I hit one of those spores. Oh, well. There goes the rest of my amalgam. Okay. Yeah, I think I have to go drink Simon. I don't think I have another choice. I've definitely gone through and smashed day 9 mirrors because I have day 9 mirrors in my auto search. So I have no choice. All my time will be restored, but only once. I'm taking the vaccine. Okay. Day 1, in which the calamity can still be prevented. But I'm going to go back to day 10 first. I want to finish the conversation with Georgie before I jump back to day 1. Oh, interesting. The Ava thing is actually just straight gone. I can't change it anymore. I must have lost that opportunity. That's fine.
Every creak, like a gunshot.
Sorry, I'm not chatting. I'm so focused. I'm trying to get all this shit done now, and I'm so worried about my stupid fucking amalgam.
Tired of this noise.
Georgie. Georgie, did you know about your brother's genocide? Georgie, did you know your brother was a mass fucking murderer?
It's a disgrace to be illiterate. One must learn to read the signs of fate.
Good day, Bachelor. Do you believe yourself ready for today's lesson? Yes. I've been to the focus. I know what Simon did. Good. You have not forgotten that I trust that I am first and foremost a judge. And today I invite you to sit in judgment upon Simon. What's the point of trying a man post-mortem? What do you mean? That the accused can no longer be punished nor released in peace? First of all, courts exist not only for the accused, but for the injured, for the witnesses. Second, you only imagine that it no longer matters to the accused. It very much does. Fine. Perhaps you're right. I would ask you to observe the proper order of the trial. Are you prepared to bring charges against Simon? In what precise form? Simon Kane, in collusion with Isidore Barak, deliberately infected this town with the plague. I cannot serve to judge my own brother. It would be improper. Yet I should like to speak as a witness for the defense. I'm listening. I shall not enumerate that all my brother has done for this town. I shall not even insist upon that. De facto, he is its creator. I propose, rather, that we regard his actions from a different height. Simon was an answer for everyone and at all times, and thus, by a certain inevitability, he became the question. Explain yourself more clearly. Simon never sought dominion. He wished to inspire and teach. Yet he was, by any measure, extraordinarily strong. All felt that strength. Some wished to make use of it. Others bent before it, though he asked no one to bend. And in time, the town nearly forgot how to stand on its own. It could not so much as take a step without leaning upon Simon. Then he understood that his design had failed. So he threw everyone overboard so they would learn to swim for themselves. So he realized that he must depart, that errors demand payment. Others pay for his errors. And do you suppose it could have been otherwise? Very well, let there have been no epidemic. Do you truly believe that nothing else would have risen in its place? That Kaminsky has surely presented to you his favorite theory, that reality strives to rid itself of impossible objects. Our town is impossible by design. Simon was the one who made it possible. Without Simon, the world presses us out. I read Simon's letter to Isidore. He says differently there, that he deliberately prepared a trial for the town, for the strong to survive, and the weak, well, good riddance. Imagine this. You are entirely certain that a misfortune will befall your own creation once you are gone. What will you choose? An unknown calamity that you cannot even name, or the one whose shape you understand? To choose one's disaster is cynicism on an inhuman scale, superhuman even. Consider, the town beheld the sand plague 5 years ago. The Odongs in the steppe know how to boil their dead gruel, the first step towards a vaccine. Isidore writes 2 letters, one to you, one to his son, physicians of differing schools. And that girl, Clara, they say, did not wake in the cemetery without purpose. Stage managing doesn't make it any less monstrous. Remember, Simon proceeded from the premise that calamity was inevitable, that the balance between earthly life and the miracles he maintained here would collapse one way or another. Yes, he did choose the manner of its collapse, and in that choice he discerned a chance for growth, a chance for miracles to reign at last, miracles that will finally become dependable, because people will have earned them for themselves and will be able to hold them. Or they won't. He left me a message, only after his death. Before that, I knew nothing. You cannot imagine how enraged I was, how I hated him myself. It was a cruel message of ordeal, of the necessity of outgrowing oneself. Yet there was also Isidore's message, a single hurriedly scratched line. When we were returning to town, he was weeping. So, You want me to weep too, to soften and forgive it all? Bachelor, you may disbelieve me. You may disagree. You may find my arguments unpersuasive. You sit as a judge. I ask you to remember only this. This is no parlor game of courts. You truly are Simon's judge. He called for you so that you would judge him. In the end, it is your actions that will become his sentence or his acquittal. I never wanted this responsibility. I no longer know what to believe or what to do. Simon deliberately abandoned the town to teach it to do without him, or so that it would die. It wasn't a proper town anyway. Yo, Simon, you were bugfuck crazy, my guy. Now to day one.
Have a sip of water. Don't worry, it's only water.
So you claim you found out that Simon Kane and Isidore Barak, the most highly respected elders of the town, its pillars, had intentionally infected themselves with the plague. Then they brought it to everyone else, consciously and on purpose. And that is the solution to everything? Not to everything. They did not create the plague, but they are responsible for the epidemic. Do you really believe what you're saying? Certainly. I've found direct evidence to that effect. So this is a vulgar story about the so-called intellectual elites deciding to throw the mindless herd into the furnace of their ventures. And you're still on their side? I am on the side of truth. My mission was to understand them, not to join them. Tens of thousands dead, Bachelor. Tens of thousands. Sure, it's more respectable than taking an axe to an old lady from too much thinking. But not by much. Still, I can see now that Simon Kane's character and plans really do matter a lot in this story. Finally, you're ready to look at it my way, Inspector. I'm always ready to try a new angle. You, esteemed Bachelor, are the one who's been refusing to put your actions into perspective all this time. How do Bachelor Dankovsky's actions look from your perspective? Much less important than he believes. Daniil Dankovsky is a talented young man, one of those who cling to their concepts of reality too closely. That's exactly who this town needed. Megalomania, Similar to paranoia, but a new tune. Not really. Let's put Bachelor Dankovsky's actions on the first day into perspective together. Perhaps that can help us understand his sorrowful odyssey better. You're unexpectedly cooperative. This is suspicious. We won't consider all the tedious laps Bachelor Dankovsky was running around the town his first day there. Instead, let's focus on the defining points, the key elements in this structural frame. The boring first meetings and pleasantries are of no interest to us. I don't know who I'm looking at, but it's not Dankovsky. It's like you've been replaced by someone. Shit's getting weird. Okay. Begin the first day. I wish I could look you in the face. What? That's me. Who am I then? If that's me, who am I? What the hell?
My eyes touch you, beholder.
What was that? I just saw some sort of...
What did you see, bachelor? What did you see, beholder?
Curious. I have the feeling you weren't speaking to me just now, but to me.
Thank you for your vision, beholder. You see more widely than others. We will remember this.
I haven't even done anything yet, but I'm already helping. What a stand-up guy I turned out to be. Look at me, worm. Acknowledge that you see me and not just me. Us worms are blind. We feel the warmth of the future, but we do not see it. You feel me, but you do not see me. I understand.
Every object has a heartbeat. Can't you hear?
So that's what you're like. How did you get here? I was traveling alone. I came in through the second door. Always more interesting that way. But it's locked. It only seems that way to you. Fallaces sunt rerum species. You're restless. We hardly see anyone like that in our sleepy little town. Even the Canes have gone into hibernation as the years passed. Were you expecting me? Of course. Simon said I'd be your guide, and I always listened to him. Simon? Simon Kane? Simon Kane. He left you in my care, said you'd be staying at my house. Oh, it has a name, the Stillwater. And this won't be the first time it's had guests, but most don't last long. I think you will, though. I've already prepared everything.
What did you prepare?
Your room, a bed, a workspace, breakfast, peace.
Shall we?
Why the hurry? Don't you want to find your belongings first? I won't disappear. I'll be waiting for you at home.
Home. You said that so warmly.
Sometimes, I feel like I could fly.
I sincerely hope you have everything you need, because I'm very happy to have you here. Daniil, is it?
Could you please tell me where your ruler, Simon Kane, lives?
Are you willing to trade the company of a fascinated woman for that of a dreadful old man, even if he is a sorcerer? That's so sad. But Simon won't go anywhere. He is. He has always been. He will always be, even if the moon were to fall to the ground. Please, stay with me a little longer.
I couldn't even imagine the hospitality here. But who was waiting for me? I didn't notify old Burach of my arrival. I'm not even sure what made me take off for this place. Without knowing it, we were speaking about 2 dead people in a town that was preparing to die.
There is no death, Daniil. I'm not joking when I say that.
You can hear me.
Glory is the messenger riding ahead of the man. A celebrity from the capital, Bachelor Dankovsky, the founder of Thanatica, the man who challenges death. Of course we've heard about you.
This glory is undeserved yet, but I hope that getting to know your ruler will give me a chance to live up to the expectations. Not him, Ava. Can you hear me?
No need to shout. He is you. You shouldn't despise your yesterday self, even if from tomorrow you dislike how he behaved and what he said. More than that, please, learn to love him.
But I was too late. I never met Simon.
That's not true. You will meet him very soon. Simon is holding his hand out to you.
Show me where Simon lives.
It's not far. The Canes live at the Crucible on Bridge Square. But could I offer you a piece of advice?
Go on.
Remember what I told you before. That Simon saw the possibility of a higher life in breaking the whole into parts, including the spirit.
Including Bachelor Dankovsky.
Don't be afraid. You've come very close to Simon now, almost face to face. It's simply another way of seeing things. Try it, and if you don't like it, refuse it.
All right. That's what I'll do.
Go, and I'll prepare everything for your return. Do come back after you speak to the Canes. They will probably have a lot of things that will puzzle you and put you on guard. I will have some advice that may be of help to you, if you need it.
I'm meeting you in the still water and watching myself from the outside at the same time, passing through 2 doors at once. Is that right?
Yes.
I'm unlikely to stay here for long, Ava. I will depart after speaking to Simon, with or without him.
I don't know why Ava was invisible in that one.
How many times has it struck now? I've lost count. 14?
What's with you and those strikes? Isn't a death watch beetle? Do you honestly imagine it'll whittle you extra hours? Extra days, even?
The cathedral's closed, I take it.
Once word got around that Simon was gone, the cathedral doors slammed shut. You can't get in now. The cathedral will be mourning the loss for 3 days.
I hate that bell sound. It turns my breast milk bitter and the baby won't nurse. And my daughter, when the bells start up, gray showed in her hair. She's just a mite and she grays with every peal of bells. Then the ringing ends and the gray is gone.
At this rate, I'll be gray myself before long.
Which Cain am I meeting?
Oh. I found out about the collapse of my hopes here.
Misophonia, Dankovsky.
Georgie! Georgie and me! Simon Cain. I was told you'd be waiting for me, but I assumed it would be at the Crucible.
I'm too old. Nothing can harm me anymore.
Most venerable doctor, it is with great impatience that we have been expecting you. You need not delve into the minutiae of your business with us, since our family is well acquainted with your scholarly work. We are also quite aware of the difficulties you are experiencing and well prepared to do our utmost to support you. It hurts me all the more to be the one to inform you that Simon, my consanguineous brother, the creator, keeper, and embodiment of all that surrounds us, has been murdered. Damn it! Why did it have to happen just before I arrived, right as I found the chance to prevail? Precisely. Why did it have to happen just before your arrival? Are you asking yourself this same question?
Those who reported you wished you well.
You promised, dear Bachelor, that you would spare me the details of your acquaintance with the townsfolk. Simon, and his plan to infect the town with the plague, that is what concerns us.
We are standing face to face with Simon, Inspector.
This is Georgie Cain, the judge. As I understand it, you mistook him for his brother at first. There's a note about their resemblance. Allegedly, they were nearly twins. Though, how could that be? And where is Simon, then?
Simon is near. Look. Listen.
I need to examine your brother's body. The examination of the body will not help you in any way. This puzzle has to be solved within your mind. I am not able to, or even allowed, to tell you any more than that. Believe me, I am not trying to conceal any evidence from you. The body is kept in the ice house. It is intact, but focus may not be breached.
You are lying, Georgie. I've been to the focus of the Crucible.
I was waiting for those words.
You lied to me, Georgie. You lied all these days. You called Simon's study the focus, but that was only a beautiful shell filled with sorceress toys. His body never mattered at all. While we were searching for the cause of death, your brother abandoned the very idea of it. Where is he?
Before me.
Before you is the polyhedron.
Correct.
The focus is not a place, but also a state of mind. It's the polyhedron itself, a vessel. What do you call it? Simon's soul?
There is no soul. There is only memory. Only the ability to see, and a machine that spits the beholder's memory into corpuscles in order to preserve them forever. We are looking at it now.
Are you saying Simon Kane hid from the plague inside the polyhedron?
He entered the focus in order to cease being a single self, and thus deceive time.
And you, dear Bachelor, knew this from the first day.
I don't think the notion of first day applies to this story. This man has nothing in common with Simon. Or is the meaning that Simon dies with every unfortunate soul and is reborn with every infant? So then, shall we start digging?
Maybe we sit a bit longer.
All right, a bit. But then we dig him in for sure. And who is being dug in here, good sirs? Some say the man who'll lie in this grave built the city. He did build it, for sure. On paper, though. Like the kind you keep fiddling with in your hands. That's Mishka, the map maker. He could draw up any plan so it looked like the He could draw up any plan so it looked realer than a real thing.
And now he's ended up in a rectangle himself.
In a few days, they'll open this coffin and they'll find only a map. Why?
Because if every map Mishka ever drew was realer than the real thing, then it was realer than he himself, right?
Right.
It ain't really him just lying there. Just a body. Every man with a shovel is a philosopher in disguise.
This is getting so weird. I love it.
The Canes say the dead man's body is hidden in a cold room, somewhere in the Crucible, if I understand correctly. But I've heard whispers that it's a lie, that this afternoon an unnamed body was buried at the cemetery. Show me where it happened.
Souls of a feather flock together.
How curious. I often see death standing behind a person, but this is the first time I've seen life.
Then you must have taken me for a fighter against death. Or maybe you just caught sight of me, just out of the corner of your eye. You really are unusual.
Not far from here, by the western wall of the cemetery, the Kane servants are burying someone with no name, but it doesn't seem to be Simon Kane. Or so it seems.
Someone else may have died in the Kane household. That's not unlikely. Thank you, child. I'll see to it.
Walk softly, please. A living girl already climbed out of one grave today. She left a while ago, though. I'd rather the rest of the dead stayed where they are.
Is this a common occurrence? People climbing out of graves?
No. That can't happen. It's too scary. She wasn't dead, anyway. She was alive. Just some changeling, I think.
A changeling, you say? She might be worth talking to. More so than the Kane servants. I have a feeling she sees things differently. Is she here? Or do I need to leave? Probably need to leave. No, I can't leave. She's here somewhere. The locals believe in a Shabnak, a murder step golem the sign of a woman. Shape of a woman. I should probably follow the birds, huh? See where Clara dug herself out. Oh. Well, before we start this assuredly fucking weird conversation, I'm going to take our mid-roll ad break, grab a drink, use the restroom, do whatever you gotta do, and we will resume this crazy fucking train in 3 minutes. See you soon. This is so weird in the coolest way. I'm very excited to see where this goes. Ominous, now are you still here? Do you think we're gonna finish this today, or do I still have another stream day or two, if you are? Because it feels like we're approaching endgame, but they could swerve me. Because we still have 2 more days on 11 and 12, but, like, this feels really final. You know what I'm saying? Finish today. You don't have day 11 unlocked yet, do you? No, I don't. I don't have day 11 or 12 unlocked. Okay, cool. Good, there's even more madness. Everyone's having a really good time is the thing you need to know. The thing you need to remember is that it's all cool and we're good and nothing bad's happening. In good news, I think this is the last time you need to jump back this far. Oh, thank fuck. Okay. Soon. Okay, now we return.
I pity you, human. You're so good, but there's so little of you left.
She didn't do the bitch line. I thought that was the only line she could fucking do.
So this is what you look like. A bit small, to be honest, and quiet. I was expecting, some mighty old man, beard down to his waist, booming voice and all that.
Is that how teenagers imagine people in their 30s?
Is that how you imagine yourself? A man in his 30s? And by the way, I didn't steal anything from you. I haven't done anything bad at all.
A guilty conscience needs no accuser. I didn't even claim anything of the sort.
Well, if you listen to the Canes, they'll say I stole Simon's immortality, that he wasn't supposed to die, not even of the plague, and yet he did. Because
excuse me. Fuck.
Because I appeared and broke something in his grand design. If you ask me, that contradicts their own ideas. Any design that breaks because of a single grain of sand in the gear wasn't much of a design to begin with.
I don't understand anything. Who am I even talking to?
I'm Clara. Just Clara. And I wasn't the one to break your schemes. That was my twin sister. She's the one who shouldn't have appeared here, do you understand? She's the mistake. She shouldn't exist, and I didn't do anything wrong, I swear.
Who are you talking to?
You think I wouldn't recognize you without a beard? I'm not 5, you know. I'm almost a whole day old already.
I'm not Simon, if that's what you're implying. I'm Bachelor Daniil Dankovsky, a fighter against death.
You? Dankovsky? Have you even seen that Dankovsky? He's a total fool. Right now he's yelling at people out at the Bone Steak lot, angry, trying to pick fights even. He wouldn't even be able to hear me.
That's not true. From the very first meeting, he did listen to you a little. He was just too ashamed to admit it outright.
Ashamed? Why? That's hurtful, actually. I didn't do anything bad to him. I only watched over him and helped.
Tell me honestly, what are you really? Are you a Shabnak?
You tell me who I am. I'm your and Isidor's making. I appeared in the ground when you dug a little pit there.
Clara, I'm not Simon. I swear it. At best, I'm his student, perhaps.
How can you not be Simon if you walk across time sideways? I can see you sticking out of the world all crooked, and that there's an umbilical cord between you and the polyhedron. I'm not blind, you know.
I told you, a student.
Don't disown me, will you? Please.
I can't take responsibility for you. I'm not Simon.
Fine. Go to your Dankovsky then. You obviously don't need anyone else. He's out at the lot, head full of holes, just like you wanted, really, broken into pieces so that you could put him back together. Well, go on then.
You should go too, Clara. You'll find your path yet.
Simon is a state of being. Well,
the sensitive kin tried to warn off disaster, but all signs of it hung in the air. Back then, I didn't understand the reason for the celebration. No wonder it seemed to me then I had known Ava forever.
The Shabnak Mara wears human skin, everyone knows that. Women's skin, too. Everyone knows, and she's from the steppes, so it's steppe skin. And so we caught her and we paid the abomination back.
Simon only died because nobody in town believed that they were Simon. Yeah. If you believe in... we all believe in Simon.
But in the fire, she's not to burn, for she's made of clay. Wrong. All wrong. Hard and she mustn't fall apart.
It's a Shabnak. A Shabnak! The clay thing on bony legs. The one that tore Barak and Simon Kane apart. Don't listen to her screams. That's how it tricks you. Plug your ears if you have to.
What madness is this? She's just a girl! Murderers! Stop right now or I'll shoot you.
We're paying her back for Barak. There he is. Piecework. He caught her.
What have you done, you dimwits?
Oh dear, oh dear. What have you done? How is it? That was no Shabnak. That was a girl, a living girl.
Hope you will find yourself in her place as soon as today. On the day Simon and Isidore died, the shaken townsfolk hunted for a killer among ordinary women. You tried to stop them, my poor Bachelor Dankovsky, but you were too late. I can't go back. I can't arrive sooner. I can't undo this horror. What have you done, Simon? The circle closes, and the senseless, terrible massacre out of love for Simon shatters my mind into 1,000 shards again.
So that is how I came into being, Doctor. They thought they were killing the wraith of the steppe, but they gave birth to it themselves. When blind hatred drove them to tear apart whoever came to hand. For the sand plague is not a microbe, but pain spilled through the streets.
I was here, and I could not stop it.
I am the truth of this world, Doctor. Everything that rises above the earth returns to it. Every act of defiance breaks against pitiful human nature. Simon Kane opened the gates of his body to me. He carried me into the town. And what you witnessed just now, he brought that too.
I don't understand why he did it.
To tear the whole apart, so that every cell of the single body might become aware of itself and sing its own song. Only for some, that song is a battle cry. For others, a death howl. Cain, without question, laid human nature bare. Look at it, Doctor. Look. Look.
And I looked, stood there, and watched it happen, and did nothing.
What's the matter, Dankovsky? Does the truth sting? It does.
Like it or not, dear Bachelor, this scene must be discussed with a specialist. Kindly endure his company.
All of this is highly symptomatic. The clinical picture is clear as day.
Tellman? I refuse to speak with this man. I have already explained that I consider his theories unscientific.
On the first day of your stay in the town, a frenzied mob murdered stepwomen, believing a mythical golem killer was hiding among them. You witnessed one such execution and failed to stop it. And since then, the plague has taken the shape for you as a woman golem, endlessly burning and unable to burn. The plague, and I presume all its attendant disturbances, riot, panic, and so forth. By killing the imagined Shabnak again and again, you are attempting to atone for your failure to save the unfortunate girl. What unbearable nonsense. And your fantasies of returning to the past to correct mistakes, your mood swings, characteristics of monomaniacs. All of this plainly a consequence of the horrible scene you were unable to prevent.
Nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
You argue in vain, my dear Bachelor. Professor Tellman's reasoning sounds most persuasive. What matters is that we now see your madness has noble roots. You are a humane and sensitive man. You could not endure such a monstrous scene, and so you broke. My condolences.
I'm a physician. Do you think I've seen a single death? 10? 100?
Why would the 101st affect me so, no matter how brutal the execution?
An interesting question. Indeed, why?
Or perhaps you're simply dragging explanations in by the ears, forcing them to fit where they don't.
How can you judge the clarity of your own mind? It seems to you that you are sane, but only because you cannot see yourself from the outside.
That is a most amusing accusation. If I learned anything here, it is precisely how to see myself from the outside.
And what do you see?
I see Bachelor Dankovsky standing on the steps of the polyhedron. I see myself there too. To close the loop, he must enter. Now he is ready. When the hour strikes, the polyhedron will open to him.
And when will that hour strike?
And when will that hour strike?
I don't know. But now, I am ready to meet it.
Very well. Let us summarize. Simon Kane unleashed the plague on the town deliberately, staged his death, and hid himself within the bastion of the Polyhedron, a tower beyond the reach of infection. This certainly adds new colors to the story. If you knew this, your obsession with Simon becomes easier to understand.
You're a fool, and you understand nothing at all. The Polyhedron holds Simon's memory, not his body.
But the conversation is not over. We will have to return to more mundane events and to other days. Have a glass of water, and we shall continue.
We shall. All the more so since the Polyhedron will only open at the very end.
Day 11, in which some thanatological theses are being practically proven. And day 12, which could be considered the first day, depending on the perspective. To day 11, no. Today... Today... Oh, we're on day 2. That's fine. I don't think I care. I think I'm just gonna jump back to... Wait. I thought Block wasn't killed. I thought I talked Lara out of killing him. Die. Okay. Let's see. Let's look at our meta threads here. An assassination attempt is being plotted against Karmitsky. I love that. Ava never died. I think it's the Block problem that I need to solve, which I could have sworn I did. I sometimes wish that these were a little easier to, yeah, Lara promised not to touch Block, which means we go back to day 10. Which thankfully is also where a big pile of mirrors is. I don't think we need to reset anything. No. Did I ever take my... Yeah, I did. Okay. Oh, I didn't get my, stuff. Because I should reload my thingy. Hey, dude. 1. There we go. There we go. There's the bull. I never did talk to Block. No, that's what I think I'm trying to do now. I think he's in Town Hall. I either need to go to Block or I need to go to Lara, I'm betting. Because I think it's the army's mutiny is the event that's preventing me from going to day 11, if I had to guess. Because that's where it said the town died. And it's the unrest that just ramps way the fuck up.
I could use some quiet.
So let's see if we can talk to Block. If he's not here, he's probably down in the railway camp. Watch, through another one of those stupid fucking things again. I gotta take Plague Moon slower. Yeah, the riot's a real issue. The whole riot thing is a real big bummer. Block. Why is he still dead? Lara, damn you, you promised. What are you talking about? Never mind. The murderer is in the cell basement now, am I right? That's right. Wait, stop. Who are you? Coming here, sniffing around. I'm Daniil Dankovsky. I'm in charge of the hospital and emergency command. Oh, so it's you. Sorry for not recognizing. Means you'll be rich, as the old saying goes. I hope so. The main wealth in this town right now is bullets and medicine. Lara, god damn it! Though I hope I go downstairs and it's not Lara. Who's there? I can hear you standing behind the door, breathing. You know who it is, Lara. Who would come to visit you besides me? Oh, it's you. I've expected you to come. I've thought about our talk a lot, really. A great deal. I thought I'd be able to overcome my anger, but the anger was stronger. Was there any way at all to prevent the murder? That's all I can think about now. Don't blame yourself, Dankovsky. You've done all you could. After your visit yesterday, I stayed awake all night, weighing everything, deciding. I thought I could forgive Block, but when I saw him, it was like I'd never thought that there could be so much anger in a person. What am I to do with you now? How do I protect you from yourself? Yeah, she didn't seem particularly sincere. What can you do? It's all over. It might sound wild, but I actually feel better now. For the first time in a long while, I no longer have this horrible weight upon my chest. I should have told Block you were in town. He'd take measures, and you wouldn't have been able to kill him. Perhaps. Perhaps that could have helped. But it's too late now. It's done, and you can't turn back time. We'll see about that. Haha, psych! Go!
It'll be difficult for you to get used to our traditions.
Hello, Onan. Have you seen her? Let me guess. You want me to help Lara Ravel? Am I that predictable? Yes. I'm already on it, Barak. I'm doing what I can. Will you help her? I'm trying, Barak. I'm trying. Lara was wrong. Terribly wrong. Old black rage has poisoned her. Please, Oinon. I do not even know what I am asking of you, but you know how to speak to the high ranks. You are one of them yourself. But that's probably not even what I mean right now. I know what you mean. Is there a clock in here? I feel like there's a clock in here. Maybe not. Well, a clock, but not the kind I need. Oh no, here it is. You know what? I'm gonna go bust some mirrors before I do this so that I have the opportunity to get back. Because I fear if I don't, I'm gonna get stuck on day 9 again. Because I've, like, exhausted everything on day 9. Going back to day 9 is a fucking mess. Day 9 is the worst day. Don't talk to me. I have a gun. I have a gun and I'm getting real fed up with you fucking bandits. Day 9, in which the Bachelor gets trapped in day 9. Nya, did you also have a hatred for day 9, or is this just a my run thing? I feel like I should be holding my hands out, slapping every single... I don't remember, that's fair. Slapping every single one of the lanterns as I run by.
Now, 1,000 fragments of Dankovsky.
I know one of these later days is when I use my white vaccine out of desperation. Yeah. God, that didn't get as much as I would have liked. Oh, hey, there's another one. Those were tiny mirrors.
In every shard, a new me.
Little meals. And then there's all the ones in fucking Karminski's cathedral that I can't break. I feel like I should be hooking up Maria Kana and Andrei Stomatin so that they can work together on their Karminsky murder scheme. You know what? I'm gonna run through... Hello, had to look here for the last stretch, but what's the status of the Schrodinger woman? We saved her, we reconstituted her where she was free of the building, but fucking miserable, and didn't really remember us, so we reconstituted her again back to the same Ava that she always was, who is now forever kind of locked to the still water and a prisoner, but happy. So... I made that choice because I feel like if Ava had been able to make the choice, that would have been the choice that she would have made.
Mr. Doctor, I'm looking for you again. Come to the hospital. They're calling for you.
Who's calling for me?
My brother, Yashka. Yakov. Very important man. Almost like yours, except ours. Local.
Your little's brother?
I am little. Best dad's name there is, huh? Everyone's puffing up, making up clever nicknames. We had ours right from the start. Me and Yakov. Oops.
This day is the worst. Nearby bull. I know, right? What the fuck? So you saw Yakov today? Well then, go see him again. Right at the hospital. I'll allow it. Today there isn't much work. There's just time to talk. Who knows when we'll get it again.
How kind you are. Suspicious. You'll have to go to the hospital. There's something there. Something terribly scientific. Can something scientific be urgent? I always thought that science was gathering dust on shelves. And yet Yashka, my brother, says it's urgent.
Scientific and urgent. I'll hurry. Oh, this is probably about the bull.
Well, no, maybe about the bull cultures, because he was working on Baccio as well. Hi, Bridge, welcome in. Science is happening quickly. Well, okay, so I guess we'll go deal with that before we go back to day 9 and stop a murder. Hospital. Go to the hospital. I'm just a charming little street urchin. Okay, Little, who is dying. What's up, bud? What'd you find?
She is a quack, but her hands do ease the pain. The girl
Cross the
Clara.
T's in Little.
Doctor, this is probably bold of me, but I think I understand everything now. About the plague.
Tell me.
It's all thanks to your work, Doctor. I just put 2 and 2 together once enough data piled up.
Don't be modest.
We struggled and struggled. Why is the plague so unbeatable? What's the trick? Why does it change so quickly? Why does yesterday's vaccine stop working by today? Because it warns itself. It talks to itself.
What?
Say we've got 2 patients with the plague. We tried to treat one, and we didn't treat the other. Then they meet. Here in the hospital, for instance. They breathe on each other. They cough. So the 2 plagues meet each other.
Was the other interrogator just Yakov with a beard? Yeah, there's definitely, like, only 4 or so skeletons for all the townspeople and stuff like that. Like, Daniil, Artemy, some of the other named characters have very unique ones, but I don't think Little is one of those. But yeah, they're definitely, I think, of similar makes, similar shapes.
So the 2 plagues meet each other. One strain already knows how we're trying to kill it, and it warns the other strain not to fall for our tricks. And the second one, you see, it grows smarter.
These are your observations from real patients in the hospital?
I've seen it, Doctor. And you've seen it literally every day. While you were gone, I checked the logs. Who came in, which bed they were assigned to, who their neighbors were. You can see it all in the logs. I think one day you'll even be able to see it, years from now, when the tools are more powerful. It has to have something that is responsible for this. Some parts, organs, whatever the proper word is.
If the plague is truly able to trade information, to learn, that explains a great deal. And this is terrifying.
You'll brush me off, I know, but some patients swear they hear it speaking, not a single voice, but many, like a choir. I thought it feverish delirium myself too, but that delirium is what made me check the journals, how the plague shifts from patient to patient, whether there's a pattern to it.
This will need verification, trials. Still, you've grasped something vital.
This reminds me tangentially of a weird tale I listened to in a podcast recently. Ooh, I'd be curious to hear. PBS.
I wrote down everything I could, in my own words. I can't do it like a scholar, but more important, not to lose the logs, the patient charts. Without them, it's all just words. You'll keep our paperwork in order, won't you? When I can't do it anymore?
Yakov, you can't imagine how sorry I am that you won't live to see your triumph, your portrait in textbooks.
Oh, stop it, Doctor. What portrait? What matters is that this knowledge is useful to someone. Let fewer people die, if not here, then at least in the future.
I don't need anything else. I promise you this discovery won't sink into oblivion. Maybe you should leave. You've said this before.
Then I'll say it again. Take the discovery to the capital while it's not too late, before you perish here yourself. We both understand. The town is on the brink. It can't be saved now. Individual people, maybe. All of them together, hardly. But in the capital, there you can ensure what happened to us won't repeat elsewhere.
Yeah, Little's got the plague.
Whatever happens, thank you, Yakov, for all you've done for me. Flesh of Earth's flesh. Plague strains communicate with each other, defeat one and the others learn the method and gain protection. A permanent vaccine is impossible. This isn't step miracles, this is science. Perhaps other bacteria can also exchange information. This is a real breakthrough. A meat grinder? Why is that here?
Yeah, Little's dead. Unfortunately. Okay. We have a tremendously important piece of information about the plague. I don't think I can get out over there. Fuck.
It was quiet until night ago.
Back to the Stillwater just because it's an easy clock. Was there a glass back here? Oh, I already broke it. Yeah, Ava's just back to her old self. And I feel conflicted about that because she is interconnected and bound to this horrible, horrible fucking town. Forever. So... fuck. I think the plague is smart, he says to the guy that's constantly been harassed by the sentient avatar of the plague, right? Okay, now we go talk to Block. Getting the fucking patchwork alert every single time we go to this day is fucking exhausting.
Boiling, cracking, screeching, living.
Не плачь, только не убивай.
How many times have we redone day 9? Too many. The most by far. We've been trapped in day 9 for fucking ever. I hate day 9. I think we're mercifully almost free of it. But yeah, we have been here for the last several sessions.
Block! Alexander Block, General Ashes. I've heard of the legendary commander before, hero of battles at Karstav Fords, Lapin, Nizov. In person, he was shorter and more tired than I was expecting. The order to purge an infected town with fire was disgraceful and criminal. Perhaps purposefully so, to destroy General Block. Everyone understood that.
Foolish. Foolish. How foolish I was.
And what about Romanovsky and Levitan? Where are they?
Stuck on the road. They'll be here by night or tomorrow.
What a mess. They were the ones who had the rifle crates, were they not? What are we going to arm the soldiers with? Sticks?
Part of our equipment has come with the first platoon. I was just meaning to ask you, sir. What kind of rounds are we handing out to the soldiers? Live ones or blank ones?
I'm sorry to interrupt. Blank ones, of course. I don't want gunfire breaking out on the very first day. That's what they've thrown me here for, trying to discredit me. The military's come and proceeded to shoot everyone they see. No shooting. Do you hear me?
How are the soldiers going to keep the order, then? I'd give them live ones just to be on the safe side.
An attempt is being planned on your life, esteemed General, and I've come to warn you about it. You sure know how to attract attention. I'll give you that.
Should I call the guards?
It's a bit too late for guards, Grigory. If our esteemed guest was planning anything evil, he'd have played his part by now. So what did you say your name was? Danil Dankovsky. And I would strongly advise you, esteemed General, to post a guard at the entrance and to be more careful. Derzhavin, please give the orders. Go on, Dankovsky.
Tell me, does the name Ravel ring a bell?
I'm sure you know the answer to that question. Captain Ravel was my friend, for one, and he's not been among the living for a long time, for two. I can't really see how he can be a threat to me from the other world.
His daughter, Lara, is in town, and she knows of your arrival already.
What a bizarre twist of fate. Lara Ravel is here. But why would she... What's given you the idea that she's planning an assault?
She made a mistake. She's told me everything. Tomorrow, within the day, she'll try to kill you.
She's confided in you, and you've reported her?
I'm doing it for the sake of the town. We're at the brink of a mass upheaval as it is. Add to this a few hundred armed soldiers without a general.
All right. What are you suggesting?
The easiest way. Isolate Lara, at least for the time being, so that she can't harm you.
Tell me, Dankovsky, do you know why I'm here? The reason why I'm exiled to this town in the middle of nowhere?
They say many things in the capital. For example, that you tried to take Parliament by force.
I was trying to stop the war, to end it. Our government has been spilling blood for years with just one purpose, to prolong its power. The war has no other sensible goal. I was trying to stop this, but I was betrayed and punished. They wanted to hang me, but they were too scared to do that. Decided a public reprisal against a general who's popular with the masses would lead to civil unrest. So they chose the middle ground. They're trying to discredit me, waiting for my mistake. And here you want me to put Ravel's daughter under lock and key on the very first day.
If you don't do that, blood will be spilled. Your blood. We could post a guard. If Ravel tries to harm you, that should be enough of a reason to put her in a cell.
No. The capital crowd would use this news against me at once. Their propaganda is working at full power right now. I can see the newspaper headlines already. They'll be stressing that I'm a pariah, hated by the people. Look, ordinary people shoot at Block.
It's a zugzwang. We have no good moves. We'll have to choose between two bad ones.
To hell with it. Derzhavin, send a squad to Lara Ravel's house. Have her put under lock and key. It's the lesser evil.
Thank you, esteemed General. Feci quod potui, faciant meliora potentes.
And so they attack while our flank lies open. If our line breaks at Bronick, we'll lose the 4th Division.
Should I tell him about the dead soldier, or should I leave that one? I'll leave that one.
I dare not trouble you further, General.
Back to day 10. Back to day 10. Now we go talk to Block. Oh, let's look and see. Okay, we're still technically the critical event is happening. Can't talk to Block. He's dead. I swear to God, if Block is dead again, if Lara somehow got past all of this and shot him anyway, fucking she earned it. I swear. I think we should just let her have this one. Lara Ravel can have a little of murder as a treat. It's one of those things where it's like, out of character, I'm kind of on Lara's side, but I also understand why we can't assassinate the man right now. But I have no real love for General Block. I'm going the wrong way. God damn it. That's fine. It's fine. Hey, Block, are you alive? Are you fucking kidding me? Annie Tanny, you spoke this into being. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Oh, it's you. You're a bit late. I warned you yesterday an assassination attempt was being planned. Why haven't you increased security?
We have. See the two corpses near the entrance? Killed them first, you did. General's no longer breathing. He was still conscious for a minute or so, but 3 bullets to the chest? No doctor can help with that.
He? That was a man?
One of our soldiers went on a shooting spree. It happened so suddenly I didn't even realize what was happening. I just heard the guards in the foyer yell at someone. And there were 2 gunshots. Then, in a second, he was already there.
Have you caught him? The soldier who did this?
Not yet. I have no idea how to catch him now. All of the soldiers wear the same uniform, and they're all masked. Killer vanishes among them like a needle in a haystack of other identical needles.
How come he killed everyone but decided to spare your life? Pretty suspicious.
I don't know. Maybe he was in a hurry. He had a revolver, spent 2 bullets on the guards that came in, shot me almost without looking. I fell down. Heard him say something to the general. Shot him 3 times, and then there was just clicking noises. He was out of rounds.
What did he say to the general?
I don't bloody know. I was lying on the floor with a bullet in my side. Had a lot on my plate. I'm wounded. Is that something you can help with?
Let me see.
Doesn't seem too bad, but it hurts like hell. I'm dizzy, too.
Go to the hospital and tell them I've sent you. They'll help.
How much longer? Nothing I do saves block. This is so fucking exhausting, dude. I don't have the amalgam for this. What am I supposed to fucking do? Oh, I thought he said he locked her up at her house. I guess he must have brought her in. Thank you. Yeah.
It's over, isn't it? You're silent, and I guess this means that General Block has been killed.
It's not just Block who was murdered. 2 privates were killed along with him. They were standing by the door and did nothing wrong at all.
I see you enjoy imagining me as some kind of monster. I'm not one. I'm not feeling any joy. I'm sorry it's all ended in more blood. I never wanted that, and I had no way of influencing it out of my cell.
I must say, it was played most cunningly, Lara. I'd have never suspect you had an accomplice. Maybe accomplices, even.
He kept coming to me. We would talk through the door, like you and I are now. He told me that he knew my father and that my arrest was the last straw for him. By locking me up in a cell, General Block angered quite a few of his subordinates. They saw it as mockery. As if Captain Ravel's death was not enough for him, now he's gotten his hands on me and put me in a cage without any sort of trial. In giving the order to arrest me, General Block has signed his own death warrant.
Do you know who the killer was exactly?
Even if I did know, why on earth would I tell you? Torture me? Threaten me? Do whatever you want. I will tell you no more.
You're a bizarre woman, Lara. Abacqua silente cawe.
Try to save your ally in every way possible.
Yeah. It was I who cursed the town when I warned Inquisitor Karminski about the changeling's deeds. So I must make it so that that warning never happened, rewrite history. The choice from the very beginning was between Lara's life and the town's life. And this choice has already been made for me. All I can do is accept it.
I still don't have the amalgam for this. Finding the mirror guide again.
So where did I warn Karminski?
Yeah, I already did get Maria's mirrors. They were only worth like 10 amalgam each. For some reason, they decided that those mirrors weren't real mirrors because they really want to stand by this fucking amalgam system, I guess.
What day was that fucking trial on? Is it day 5? No. Is it day 6? Oh, I can't go to day 6. I don't have enough amalgam to go to day 6. Can I help you? Okay, goodbye. Wow, almost no amalgam. More than a mirror, I guess. Yo, those just fucking shoot in. Okay, so there's one in the back of the theater.
The town dribbles.
Разговор есть.
Already got it. Awesome. Yeah, Ava's straight up quantum locked to this town. What a nightmare. I can understand why she threw herself off the cathedral.
Stop staring at me. Push.
I broke an invisible mirror. Yeah, I can go back to day 6. Which one's the changeling trial? I thought I found this. Unless it's not day. Did I click the wrong fucking day? Yeah, it was day 7. Shit ass. Oh, I think I'm fucked. Because I clicked the wrong day. And there's no way of backing out of it. Well.
Oh, though maybe I have enough amalgam to make a short jump to the one other day. Mind you, I have no idea how I'm getting back to day 11, but... yeah, day 7. Nope. Well, okay, I guess that's where we end today. Soft blocked. So... neat. Probably gonna need to cheat my way through. So, awesome. Yeah. Well, I guess that's that. Neat. Thank you all for coming. We had a lot of really interesting things until the end. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna need to cheat it, like, no matter what, because they made a shitty system. But yeah, whatever. Thank you all for coming. I hope you still had a good time. Yeah. We will come back to this, and hopefully I'll have figured out some way to fix this in the interim. And we will finish Pathologic next week. Thanks for coming. I truly appreciate it. And yeah, the highs and lows of Pathologic. What a note to end on. Have a lovely evening, everybody. I will see you all next week. Goodbye. Hey, if you stuck around to the end of the video, I just wanted to say thank you, and I hope that you enjoyed. If you want to help support me in making more of this, you can follow me on Twitch, where I stream these live. Like, comment, and subscribe. I suspect you all know how this works by now, but it really does help a lot. Thanks.